Can you talk about the turning point during your incarceration? What shifted your mindset, and what did that internal work look like day to day?
First, it'll be a little different for me. I want to show a little gratitude, man, because I appreciate this support, all the help. Because I didn't see this. I did 20 years in the feds, and I got locked up July 26, 2005. And my out date, believe it or not, was 3/10/2029. So I'm here. Joe Biden gave me clemency. You know, I've been in the streets all my life. I'm not proud of some of the things I did, selling drugs, shootings, all of that stuff. You know, but that's what the streets, it tricks you. It thinks you that's what you gotta do. And you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. You know, you ain't going out there to hurt people, but you gotta eat, you gotta survive. Growing up as a young kid, I've been in there, family members, you know, we had to do what we had to do. And speaking of this family, this brother right here, we sat down doing time together, playing cards, gambling, you know, in the jail, in the prison system. So it's like, there's no secret that I was out there doing in these streets for real. But I give it to God, and I give it to all the agencies that's helped me, YAMTEP, Ronnie, first of all, that was my home base, that's family. I come in there just to see all the staff, that's family, and his brother too. So yeah, I'm down with EE Pathways, Exercise Express. I'm doing my peer advocacy there, my internship. Thank the Urban League for the apartment I live in now. I got a home. The Grace House where I work at, I lived there in the Grace House, which is a halfway house / man shelter, Cold Blue. Shout out to all the homeless people, I helped them too. You know, I don't want to forget nobody. I got Advanced Peace Program. Thank the mayor for that program. That's helping me out. I just completed another program, Pathway to Peace program. There's so many programs, I don't want to forget y'all out. But you know what, it really is a community thing, because coming home after 20 years, like you said, I didn't know nothing about technology. My daughter gave me an iPhone. I didn't even know how to operate it, open it. I was handing it to people, yo, put your number in there, do this, do that. I'm like, what to do with this? And, you know, I just, you know, I was always so grateful that what changed my life, man, I read over 200 books while I was incarcerated. And people don't even understand. In prison, you know, I came home with PhD, PTSD, whatever that stuff is, because we was in there, right? And you know, I started out in the penitentiary, and I was 28 when I went in. I came home at 48. So it was like they said, oh man, New York, Carl, we going to war today with the Latin King, with the G. I said, war, we got, you know, it was like, it really was a war zone, and it's sad that we had to go through that mentality and stuff. And then, you know, it's like savagery, and I had to break out of that. So I started reading all these self-help books and practicing religion, glory to God, because God helped me through many stages, man, of my life. I said, if it wasn't for God, I would have died in the penitentiary, because I didn't know how to act. I was like an animal too until I got tamed. You know what I mean? So
you pretty much had to, you know, dive into them books and, you know, do whatever you can to channel that frustration and change your mindset.
I had to recalibrate this thing, man. You know what I mean? I had to say, you know what, this is what I knew then, this is what I know now. And I started, you can read all the books you want, but if you don't apply the knowledge, it ain't going nowhere.
Man.
So you know, people say they proud of me today. My daughter, she say, Dad, I'm proud of you. People proud of me because you know, like, it could have been easy for me to go back to the streets, to some of my old friends, old ways, but you know what? I said, I'm never giving up. And oh yeah, shout out to Sheriff Todd Baxter too, because he let me have a chance on his podcast and just, you know, get my story out there, because, you know, man, you know, we all need this community support, man. We gotta each one teach one. This help right here keep me focused.
That's right.